Hello everyone and welcome back to NeMoZGameZ. Today's episode's going to be a bit more of a podcasty type. We were playing a game offline and ended up having a impromptu, very passionate conversation about the future of gaming. So I figured I would share it over here on the YouTubes. It all started when I asked Mr. Fresh if he would pay $100 for GTA 6 and why he thought they delayed it another year. We also cover Fortnite, COD, and Apex. I would have left timestamps in for the chapters, but it's all just jumbled up in there somewhere. I hope you enjoy the intriguing conversation. Get in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on the future of gaming. So crank down that resolution to 144p, save some of that data because there ain't nothing to see here. There may have been some weak words uttered along with a parental advisory warning. I sped it up just a wee bit so I didn't have to edit out all of the blank spots, the oohs, and the ums. So thanks for stopping by, and if you want to hear more conversations like this, let me know in the comments below. Let's get to it. Did you buy it? Did you buy it?
Mm-hmm. Once I finished the whole thing, I was like, yeah, I might as well.
I mean, I'm sitting on 6,000 COD points.
Yeah, that's something.
Well, that's because I got some freebies from Cold War that I never knew that I was getting. I didn't even know that they had a battle pass. I might have accidentally bought one somewhere along the way, but I think I had like close to 3,000 before I bought Black Ops 6, and I bought the Vault Edition because I pre-ordered it. I'm like, well, if I'm going to spend money on a game after like 5 years, I haven't spent money on a game in forever. And because I'm such a fucking zombies freak, I'm like, I know I'm going to buy this game, but if I'm going to buy this game, I might as well just pay the extra 30 bucks and get whatever they give me on the front end and just collect I'll just consider them freebies anyway. Which I kind of think was like, even though some of the cross-gen ones that they brought out earlier, they're like, oh, you play cross-gen for an extra $20 or whatever. I did notice those happening. But this one just kind of seemed like an okay deal if I was just going to put it down a one-time fee. Anyway, all of that to say, I think they were preluding it because they're increasing the video game pricing. Obviously, that's just what they're going to do. Nintendo's already started to do it. They even told you Xbox just started doing it within the last 2 weeks. They did it with their Battle Pass 3 different times. They increased the prices. Anyway, I'm sure PlayStation's done something similar. But now the news is really hitting that even COD 2025 is going to cost you $80 instead of $70, right? So COD 2026 is going to cost you $90 instead of whatever, and then COD 2027 is going to cost you $100 for the base game. That's, you know, they slow roll it. They never do it all at once.
There's no way they're going to do it up like that year by year, because I guarantee the majority of the community will stop playing.
No, not if it's done slow roll, dude. You put the frog in the boiling. You put the frog in the water and you boil it slowly.
For a fucking video game. For
a base game. Are you sure?
A base game, a pre-order, like a pre-order, you get shit for? Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so here's my tinfoil hat theory based on the information that I've gotten so far. So they delayed GTA 6 by a year, right? Because they said that they wanted to charge $100 for GTA 6.
And people said no. So
why do you think they're delaying it a year?
Because they're trying to figure out how they can make it cheaper.
I doubt that very much. That's not what the PR statement says. That's not what the...
You might doubt it.
Yeah.
You might doubt it, but I guarantee you, if they drop a $100 fucking game that is just base model, no one's gonna fucking buy it. And the people that do buy it are gonna complain so much about it, because if they pay $100 fucking, it better suck my dick. You know what I mean?
So here's my tinfoil hat conspiracy, because you didn't pick up on it at first. They're slowly increasing the price of games. GTA already knows they're on top. They're number one. Why would they want to take the brunt of the spear first? They're going to let the other companies slow roll out their increases so the population gets used to it. Now, the
population is never going to get used to that.
Dude, they're going to pay. Dude, they're going to pay for it.
No, they're not.
Well, so people dropping off of Xbox or people throwing away their Switch 2s? Like,
what? People are going to find new hobbies.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Dopamine runs high with these games, bro.
It doesn't run high enough for me to fuck up my bank account like that.
I'm just saying, I think they purposely delayed it a year because they don't want to be the brunt of the spear. They put out the little PR thing to get a little taste, a little feeler, get some feedbacks. What do they call that? Oh God. I can't remember what it's called.
Your theory makes really clear sense if they've lost their ever-loving minds. Because there's no fucking way that anybody's going to pay $100 for all games.
Dude, they're slow boiling the frog, bro. That's what they're doing.
No. They're trying to.
They put their toes in the water to get the reaction.
It's not going to work.
The reaction didn't turn out fairly well. So now they're going to tell you that we need an extra year to work on some things.
They're trying to make it cheaper. I guarantee it. Whether it be $80, $85, whatever, they're gonna try to not make it a whole $100. Because if they make it a full $100 fucking dollars, they're gonna flop. That's exactly what they're doing. They're panicking because they thought, oh, we can release all of this, and people are they've been waiting for it for half a decade. They fucking want it. And then people were so excited. They dropped that trailer, so excited. Some devs leaked some shit, so excited.
And somebody got sued and put in jail.
And so excited. And then somebody said, this game's gonna be $100. Everybody's excitement fucking plummeted. They were like, ew, that's disgusting. Why would you fucking do that? And then they were like, oh, well, we're developing an entire internet system that's gonna be functional on the actual game. It's gonna be a second internet.
Oh, that's bad.
And everybody was like, yeah, that's super fucking cool, but I'm not paying $100 for that.
Hang on. Why would you need a second internet on?
They want to be able, because you know how you can get on the computer and see some stuff on there. Like, you know, Burger Town in Zombies is basically Burger King.
Yeah.
But for copyright reasons, they can't do that. So what they're going to do is they're going to recreate everything in existence with their own copyright on it, is what they said their plan was. They were going to copyright their own internet so that they could use it specifically for GTA 6. And it was going to have its own in-game currency. And it's going to be revolutionary. But when people said that it was good, when they said that it was going to be $100,
could I hop on? So could I?
Everyone was like, "Fuck that revolution!"
Right? Yeah. Fuck your AI.
Right.
Because you know that's going to be. You know that's steamrolled in there.
My whole standpoint is they know that if they put all of this effort and all of that money in, they put in this video game to be at the top of the top, that they're going to want to make some of that money back. So if they put all of that work into it and they actually fucking pull it off, and then people say, "I'm not paying for it," they're going to waste their fucking revenue. So they're waiting so that they can figure out how they can make it cheaper and do all of the things that they want to do by cutting corners and still charge a good amount for them to make their money back. That is why they're delaying it. I guarantee it.
Dude, they've made their money back and then some off of GTA 5. They're gonna.
Does that stop them from being greedy?
No. But even if they say, "Hey, we're gonna figure out how to make this cheaper," I guarantee the microtransactions are gonna be 25% higher than what they planned. But they don't have to. But they don't have to tell you that.
Exactly. That's my whole point. They're gonna release it with some shit. Like, just prime example. Black Ops 6. Black Ops 6 was a fucking pre-order for $110. And you see all these microtransactions that are. I paid it.
I paid $100. I don't know where this 110 is coming in from, but I paid $100 for sure.
I got 110. The pre-order was 110.
So you got the Vault Edition as well.
Yes. Like, I was able to play 2 weeks of beta. I got a whole bunch of stuff in Gobblegums for the launch. Like, yeah. I got it was 110. I paid that. Other people also paid that. Like, a lot of people did, because of the revolutionary stuff that they said that they were going to do and succeeded on doing. But the base game was still $70.
Yeah.
So they made their money off of these pre-orders and stuff, off of this glitchy beta shit that they were doing, and still kept some players, because why would I pay $110 for a game and then not play it? Well, especially if they're going to listen to the community with some of our complaints and try to fix stuff, even if they're breaking other shit, like you can't save and quit without losing your tribologist.
Yeah. All of that, all of the shit that happened, right?
And all the shit that happens is because they're fixing other shit, and they're breaking other shit while they're fixing.
Yep. That's usually what happens.
So they're cutting corners. Once again, they're trying not to use as much of the money that they have so that they can just get away with it. Try to keep the profit margin high. That is exactly what GTA is trying to do, but they're trying to do an entire different revolutionary thing. Because if you think about it, Omni movement in Black Ops 6 is sped up movement from Rainbow Six. Rainbow Six Siege is almost 10 years old and has had that movement. You can't slide in every direction, but you can prone and look at your feet. You can roll over onto your back. You can do all of the things that were fundamentally Omni movement from a 10-year-old game. They reintroduce it to you a decade later with some new graphics and a different tempo, and people fucking love it. So I'm thinking that's what GTA 6 is doing. They're trying to keep their revenue as much as they can so that they can brainwash you into enjoying the game, so that you stick around after you paid a good amount of money for the game. But once we break the threshold of $80 per fucking base video game, I think the entire world is going to change. I think everybody's going to really wake up, and they're going to be like, I cannot afford one of these per franchise. Because who the fuck only plays one video game? I feel like I'm the only show that does that.
No, you're not. Right now, I am just playing this game. Before
And
this
Fortnite.
game, I was just playing Fortnite. Before Fortnite, I was just playing Dead Cells. Before Dead Cells, I was just playing Black Ops 3. No, wait. I'm
But
sorry.
you
I
also
played
play Cold War.
Minecraft. I'm sorry. I did play Minecraft, and I beat the
But you
ever-living
mixed in
fuck out of that
Cold
game.
War.
Oh yeah, and Cold War. I did pay for Cold War.
And you
You're right. I
mixed in
forget.
Fortnite, and you know what I'm saying? You're maining a game, but playing multiple. And that's what I'm saying. Because me, personally, I played Apex Legends, just that, for a whole year and a couple months. It was literally just that. I didn't touch anything else unless somebody else asked me to. If I wanted to play Brawlhalla with my girlfriend or something like that.
Yeah.
But that was the only game
But that's
I
what I'm
played.
saying. Like, if you're gonna,
And it's free.
I know, and that's what really irritates me. That's the one thing I want them to push or to get rid of, is this stupid cross-play. Oh, but I'm on PlayStation. I need to buy PlayStation Plus, otherwise I can't play on the multiplayer network.
Yeah, that's fucking dumb.
Oh, I've got Xbox. I got to pay for Xbox Core now. It used to be called Xbox Gold, but whatever. To be able to play with other Xbox players on the account. However, if I get a free game like Fortnite, I don't need any of your networking shit at all. It doesn't matter what system they're on. I don't have to pay for that extra thing. But if I buy a game like COD, now I've got to pay for that. I've got to pay that extra just to be able to play on the Xbox network because it wasn't free to play. That shit needs to change.
So they're ruining their own system, because not only are they going to try to charge $100 for the game, but they're trying to charge $100 for the fucking membership that
To
you have
play the
use
game.
To play the game, that's $200 fucking dollars. And then if that's the one
But
game
no,
that
but
you're
everybody's
gonna play,
talking about the
that's
base price,
$200
but
right
nobody's
there.
talking
If you
about
play
that
a
other
second
side.
game or a third game, that's $300 or $400.
Right. So if
that's insane.
Yeah,
It's too much. No one's going to do that.
you're right. So
And if
everybody
they
will just,
do that. They're the simp of all simps,
or they're a streamer,
or they're a streamer.
and you can get it as a
who's-
tax write-off. Actually, by the way.
Exactly. So once again, what are we really looking at? We're looking at the streamers ruining our shit.
Yep.
Once again, we're looking at the fucking developers being greedy. Once again, and we're gonna have to do something about it, or it's going to get out of hand, like it already has. So
So
I
what
think
do you
if they
recommend?
raise the price up, people are going to think, why the fuck have they been doing this to us for 2 decades? And then they're going to stop purchasing those games. There are still people playing Cold War. It's a 5-year-old game. There are people on PlayStation 4. It's the last generation's console, and they're already coming out with the new generation's second base or third base at this point.
Yeah, for PS5.
Yes.
So they're gonna make a
So-
PS5 Pro Plus.
I mean, they just keep fucking dropping shit with extra fucking words on the back end. But yes, they're gonna keep dropping new consoles and new innovation that people are not going to buy because they can't afford it. So why would you try to sell $100 fucking game?
On top of
Well,
selling a
You're not even
$1,000,
selling your consoles that the games go on. It doesn't make sense.
unless they're trying to push people towards PC.
They've lost their fucking minds. They've lost their minds. If your theory is correct, they're insane.
That's
And they're going to
yes.
get woken up. They're going to get woken up because the rest of the community is not as insane. That's my argument.
Okay, no, and I hope the grassroots wins out. I always do. Yeah, paintball, paintball the fuck out of those AI machines, and you're golden.
Yeah.
Fill water
Exactly.
balloons up with paint.
Tar and feather those motherfuckers.
Tar and
Take it
feather
back
those
to the old
motherfuckers.
days.
That's
I
right.
get you. But that's what I think is going to have to happen. We're just going to have to boycott the shit. Like, there are people still playing Cold War. I got 2 coworkers to purchase a 5-year-old game, and they still never played it with me.
But they bought it.
they bought it.
Well, how cheap is it? Still full price?
It's almost full price, but you get the used ones for like $20.
Okay.
So I told him to play it because I was like, it's really freaking cool. We should play it. If you actually play video games, you'll like it. And I think Brayden might have tried Cold War like twice with me. But just, Black Ops 6, so we were playing Black Ops 6.
Yeah, right. What do I need this 5-year-old game for when I got this new one?
Right, exactly. But yeah, people will buy those games, especially because one of the beautiful things about zombies is that, you'll get, like, in an old game, you'll get hackers in the lobby and player and shit like that. You'll get people that have never stopped playing the game, so they're just amazing, even if they're not hackers.
Yeah. No,
like
I remember revisiting
But you'll never
Black
get
Ops
that in
2, and
zombie.
somebody throws a mod menu up in front of me.
Right. But you're never going to get anything like that in zombies unless it's like something that helps you kill the zombies more. So then, like, why would you complain?
Yeah, that's my whole argument against cheaters and zombies. Like, I don't really care. Like, help me.
Right. Like, who gives a shit? As long as they're not, like, cheating and just forsaking you so that you keep playing to pick you up or whatever, then fuck yeah. Cheat your ass off. Cheat your fucking heart out, brother. But you can play those old games and still have a good fucking time. So them coming out with these online only shits, blah blah blah, it's gonna be their downfall, because they're losing the vision of what these games are for our enjoyment, for our entertainment, for us to have a good time. And we can have a good time with things that are not the newest, most modern, re-innovated thing. If it was good, we'll keep playing it.
Dude,
Cold War is a good fucking example of that.
It sounds like you need to get yourself a Retron and start collecting some old games.
Yeah.
A Retron is something that plays at least 4 or 5 different cartridges. So you could have a Nintendo cartridge, a SNES cartridge, a Sega Genesis cartridge, or it just takes cartridges. I'm sure they haven't quite figured out. There was a company out there, I can't remember what they were called, but they were trying to figure out they were trying to make a new generation HDMI compatible, all the RAM you needed, Nintendo 64. They were trying to basically make a new one, but they've postponed it and yada, yada, yada. They took a bunch of pre-orders and then said, oh yeah, we're going to delay it another 8 months or a year. Oh.
I'm on my way home.
From work?
Yeah.
Why?
I fucked my foot up.
Well, damn,
dude, those hammers and those pipe wrenches are heavy, bro.
It was my dick.
Good one. You flopped it down a little too hard. Talk about a hammer head.
Yeah, a little too hard. I'm about to pop off at the dispensary and grab some fucking edibles, so I'm not hurting so bad. You guys trying to play?
Well,
I gotta work at 11:30.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm going to bed in a half hour. We were just sitting here bullshitting about the future of video games. Are you gonna pay? Hey, are you gonna pay $100 for GTA 6 next year?
Yes.
Exactly. That's my point.
$100?
1,000. I would spend $1,200. Yes. I just had this discussion with a buddy of mine yesterday.
You're fucking joking.
No, I'm not. I'm a Rockstar diehard. I have no fucking problem spending money on games that I absolutely love. The same
and he'll
way
probably end up spending
$1,200
with all of the microtransactions over the course of 2 years.
No, it's fucking ridiculous. No, hold on. Give me a second. I'm trying not to yell at you. I'm trying not to yell at you. You are the reason that these motherfuckers can be so greedy.
Okay.
You have to have a line. You have to have a line. Respect yourself, brother. You have to have a line.
And you know what?
Where do you draw the line in the sand?
And I just got done explaining to him that the reason why they delayed GTA 6 for another year is because they didn't want to be the brunt of the spear. They floated it out there that it was going to be $100. Everybody revolted and said, fuck you, no, I'm not paying that. Or at least the internet did. And they said, okay, well, we'll just delay it another year and we'll let Xbox increase their prices. We'll let PlayStation increase their prices. We'll let Switch 2 come out and increase their prices. So you get used to having a higher price for a video game, and then you'll pay $100 for GTA 6.
People will get used to having new fucking hobbies. I'm telling you, they're not going to fucking do it. My argument is ironclad. There are still people on PlayStation 4.
I don't want to take you guys into the dispensary with me. Hold on.
There's still people on the last Xbox. There's still people on old video games.
You got crutches yet?
They're not going to pay it if they don't have it. Point blank, period.
If they don't have it, they won't pay it. That's you're absolutely right.
75 plus Americans are on check-to-check finances. If one thing goes bad,
I'd like to see your source.
Oh, dude, there's quite a few.
On 75% of Americans being check-to-check?
I would like to see that source.
There's plenty of them.
Oh, dog. I think you just want to. I think you just want to look it up. That's a common knowledge type thing right now.
75% is a little high.
It is a little high. I'm actually not even quoting the actual number because it's higher. 75 is just the easy one that no one can argue against. So it's crazy that you're arguing against it.
To be fair, you said 70 first, not 75.
Just physically. I said 70. He kept talking, and I
and you upped it.
The 5 part because he kept talking. It's 75.
We're allegedly living paycheck to paycheck. 78%. That is kind of high. I had to look into that.
Thank you.
Yeah, right. It's high. It's high.
It's not that I didn't believe you. I just thought that was very fucking high. I needed to look into it.
It is super high. That's what I'm saying.
So defensive. My God.
The economy is in shambles right now. There's no way.
Hey, you jumped in on the call.
Check to check. If somebody's living check to check, I'm already hyped up, dog.
Quick. I gotta go into the dispensary.
Well, check to check. There's no way they're going to pay $100 for one video game.
Well, I'm glad, and hopefully you get more pain mitigation.
That's kind of why I'm here.
Anyway, yeah, I don't think it's going to happen.
I know. Well, that's the thing. They have to market their demographic properly. If they're trying to change their demographic of individual, then yeah, people are going to pay $100 for the fucking game, and that's just that. I don't think they're going to necessarily. They are going to lose a lot of revenue. That's a fucking business. Okay, that's kind of expected when you hold a game for fucking 17 years. All right, you know, and then you release 90 minutes of fucking gameplay, fucking 8 months before it's supposed to be released, just to push it back another fucking year. You know,
That's because they want to roll in all the new AI stuff too.
Dude, yeah, this is a business tactic. This is a strategy. This is literally a business strategy. And if people pay $100 for the fucking game, let them do it. I'm gonna hop out of this call. I'll talk to you guys in a minute.
All right.
See you soon. I don't think they're gonna fucking do it. And if they do fucking do it, it's only gonna be a select few people, and they're not gonna be turning the numbers that GTA needs them to turn for them to make their money back. They're not. Until they drop the fucking game. Until they lower the price a little bit.
So would you pay 90?
Get some copies sold. I wouldn't buy GTA. I fucking hate that game.
Well, okay. Would you pay 90 for COD 2027?
Fuck no.
What if there's more zombies, bro?
Fuck no.
So I haven't even I agree with you. I chose my games wisely. I never played any of the other zombies outside of Black Ops. I didn't play World War II or World at War 3 or whatever the fuck. Even the DMZ version that they came out with, the open world. I didn't know if it was free, and I wasn't going to look around to see if I had to pay for it.
When they make free video games nowadays, so good. Okay, you just have to wait for one to come out. So good. I would not pay any type of fucking money for that. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not happy with the way they structure AAA games, especially if a free-to-play game is just as good and I have to pay less for it.
Right. Like I didn't buy Vanguard. Somebody else bought Vanguard, and I fucking borrowed it to see if I would like it, to see if I would actually want to spend my money on it. I didn't, so I didn't.
Exactly. I paid like $45 for the game because it was on Black Friday sale or whatever the fuck. So I did pay for it because I figured, well, there's supposed to be zombies on here, right? And then I played zombies for like maybe 2 hours, and I said, yeah, I'm not fucking playing this shit.
Exactly. I was gonna say you probably have less than 3 hours on it, because who fucking wants to play that game? It was bad. Like I just don't. There are some people that like certain games. Like Donuts says that he likes COD 4. And that's a hot take. A lot of people didn't like COD 4, but there are people that did, and that's fine. I'm not mad at them.
I did play. I got COD 4 for free, so I'm not mad at that. And I did play quite a few zombie matches on COD 4.
And right.
And I like the fact that they kind of sort of gave you gobblegums on your spin wheel. Your specialist or whatever character you brought had different spin wheel attributes that you could use, but they level up just like your field upgrades. So once you use it, you got to wait around to use it again.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. But my whole point is that at some point they're going to realize, and everybody's going to wake up. This community is going to be like, holy shit, that's crazy, that's expensive. They're just trying to gouge us. And then the developers or whoever the fuck, the video game people, they're going to be like, oh, that's super interesting. They don't want to be gouged. And that's the awakening that everyone's going to come to. That's what I think. Because they're going to keep trying. You're not wrong. They're going to keep trying. Is it going to work? I don't think so. But maybe I'm being too optimistic and hopeful. Maybe I just think that there's more people like me that are like, hey, that's fucking insane. I'd rather play a free video game. Like, in a heartbeat,
you'd go back to Fortnite.
No, I would delete all of these fucking games that I have on here, and I would go back to Apex. The only reason I even deviated from Apex is because the developers were getting so greedy that they tried to put 2 battle passes in one fucking month, like in one season.
Oh.
They tried to put 2 $10 battle passes in one season.
Hang on. That's just what COD is doing. That's what Fortnite is doing.
No.
Yeah.
COD's not doing that.
Hang on. You just paid 1,100 COD points for 7 rewards, 8?
That's an event.
That's not
it's
a mini...
different than a whole battle pass.
But the battle pass is, what, 1,100? 1,400? 1,300?
My battle pass is $30.
Yeah, because you buy Black Cell.
Exactly. But look at the amount of rewards that I get. I still have an XP boost active right now.
And that we're burning?
No.
Oh, it's constant. Free. Yeah, but you already maxed out.
I get 20% XP on all of the games that I play.
Oh, it works for...
Because I have Black Cell.
Wait, it doesn't...
For this event, when I have, like, not this event.
Yeah. So you get, do you get 20%
when I got the normal rewards,
extra?
I got Black Cell rewards too.
Okay, so hang on, I get that, but you're saying that the XP, the boost in XP that comes with it, goes on your guns, goes on your regular XP, and goes on your Battle Pass XP.
So if I'm looking at my bottom right corner, it says 2 XP with a weapon, 2 XP for Battle Pass, right?
Ah.
Then it has a white bar, and it has none of those are active. None of those 3 that I just mentioned are active. It has dashes on top, but then on the it has a white bar, and it has Black Cell XP plus 20% infinity sign over it. Every game that I play, I get extra 20% XP or whatever I earn on top.
Okay.
That's why I'm level 541, because I bought Black Cell, and I've always had an XP boost. I always get a fuck ton of XP. So my battle pass was done early. This thing was, like, this new event was done early. Everything is done early. I get extra rewards for everything that I earn. The entire battle pass, on every page, I got at least one extra reward. I got 2 extra rewards on the last page. 1 on the one before that, 2 on the ones before that, 1 on the one before that, 2 on the one before that. Like, I just keep getting the extra rewards. So I'm purchasing 1 battle pass that reaps me the benefits of almost 3.
But you also paid
worth the 30.
I was gonna say.
That's worth the 30 though.
Okay, so my math is not
$10 per battle pass, but I'm only buying 1 battle pass, and it's lasting me more than however many events that come out. I mean, shit, we just hit season 3.5. So I've had Black Cell since the beginning.
Right, and now we're on season 3. So what I'm trying to say is, so you're mad at Apex because they were trying to give you $20 every 3 months, but you're not mad
on top of other microtransactions. No, but that wasn't the only thing.
But okay, that's fine.
One of the big things.
But you're saying on top of other microtransactions, the game is still free to play.
Yes, exactly.
So
my whole point. I didn't finish what I was talking about with Apex in the first place, so don't even try to start diving into that shit.
I'm just trying to do some math here. Based on what you've told me right now, is you're gonna pay $30 every 3 months on COD, which is 3 battle passes at $10 a piece, which is $10 a month. But you're mad at Apex because they wanted to charge for $20 for whatever their seasons are.
That's double the fucking cost. What you just said is double the cost.
Well, I don't know how long a season runs on Apex. I'm assuming it's a 3-month or a quarterly thing like they run on COD.
Not necessarily. It depends. So it's battle passes in most games are very similar. This season has only been a month. Season 3 Reloaded was 4 weeks. Or season 3 first was 4 weeks, maybe 5.
Yeah, they pushed it out. Well, they pushed the season 3 update out. So season 2 actually lasted an extra 3 weeks or whatever.
2 weeks.
Yeah,
2-3 weeks. Right, but that's why I'm saying it depends. So they usually last around the same amount of time. So like I'd say COD is typically about 2 months. And that's usually what a season of Apex would be, is about 2 months. Or they do it in splits. So they'll have 2 splits for the same season because of ranked. They'll split it in the middle. But they only have 1 battle pass per 2 splits. Does that make sense?
Yeah. That's why some of the stuff,
like season 3 Reloaded, would have been a split.
Yeah.
And they would have taken
which
your
is
rank
kind of
and
exactly
dropped you back down a whole rank.
What Fortnite's doing right now. So Jivvy,
like I said, most of these battle passes are doing the same thing.
Yeah, because Jivvy, every once in a while, Fortnite will have a short season where you can purchase the battle pass, but instead of having to level your character up to 200 in order to cash out the entire battle pass, you only have to level your character up to 150 to max out the battle pass.
You used to only have to level up to 100 to max out the battle pass.
I know.
This is the shit that I'm talking about.
I know.
This is the shit that I'm talking. That's why I left fucking Fortnite.
Well, hang on.
Apex doesn't listen to the community either. At least COD will try to change things that we're fucking complaining about. But Apex is just going to keep, like, EA is greedy as fuck. EA is more greedy than Activision, I would argue.
Okay.
And that's why I left. Because they were not giving us any content. They were not giving us any events. They weren't giving us any things that we
still charging you.
That we could do. And then the events that they were giving us cost you $150 to $180 per event for some shit that you didn't even fucking like. It wasn't even good. Like, if they were going to release something that would be $180 fucking dollars, you'd think that it'd at least look cool or be fun. But the shit was terrible. And then they started putting out 2 battle passes per fucking season, not fixing any of the glitches, not fixing any of the hackers, not fixing anything. They're not fucking listening to the community, and they're trying to get all of our money. That's fucking crazy. At least Activision will be like, hey, sorry about that. We noticed something is going on. Post on Twitter. They'll fucking do, like, it's involved. The developers are greedy, yes, but they understand that we are their fucking bank account. If they don't do what we fucking want, they don't get any fucking money. And that's why I'm sticking with COD. I'm very passionate when it comes to this video game shit, if you can't tell.
Yeah. No. I get it.
Apex pissed me the fuck off because it's one of the most... It is the best battle royale out. It is the most skill-based, innovative, fucking tactical game that you will ever fucking play. And if you spend 30 days getting familiar with Apex, getting familiar with how you should play, why it's better, then you will be addicted. I promise you. If you fucking understand how that game works, It will change you fundamentally from the molecular level.
All the way down
It's
to your core.
fucking wonderful. It's an amazing game, but their fucking developers trashed it. They tossed it in the fucking garbage and they set it on fire for nothing. For nothing. It's not even the developers, because the developers are Respawn. Respawn wants to try. They want to be what the community wants them to be. They want to be a pillar of the community. But EA fucking owns that shit. EA purchased Apex and is their main monetary sponsor. So if Respawn suggests something and EA says that doesn't make us money, then EA doesn't fucking do it.
Oh, so Apex got bought out by EA. All right.
Right. Respawn was the developers that made Apex. But they needed monetary development. They needed someone to back them so that they could put the game out. That happened to be EA. They put the game out. It was fucking wonderful. And then EA was like, we want other stuff to happen with this. So how about we change it? Respawn was like, well, you guys fucking write our checks, so I guess we have to. And then they ruined the fucking game. Ruined it.
Well, this has been very enlightening, but I think I'm ready for bed, bro. And you got to land the plane and get to work.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Right.
if we were going to do anything else, we would have done it by now. We haven't.
For sure.
I'm sorry, Mr. Michigan. If you hop back in the call, we're not here. But
Right.
I'm starting to nod out. It's about my bedtime. I think whatever I hit was good enough to put me to sleep.
Okay, sounds good.
But yeah, no, I mean, I haven't played Apex. My brother-in-law, my sister's brother, or my wife's brother. God damn it, sister's brother. Oh shit. He plays Apex, but he hasn't played it in a while because I think he hawked his TV and his PlayStation. So, at least that's my assumption. The wife doesn't believe me, but
right.
that's my assumption. And I've seen it, right? Each character has a different like style. He plays with they're all kind of robots, but he plays with like the Reaper or something. He looks like a skeleton robot. Yeah, I don't know, but I know like Marvel Rivals, right? That each player has, because they're superheroes, they all have different things. So same thing with that. Each player has their own different thing that you can pick. How many characters are there? Like 10? Like there's quite a few. Yeah, there's quite a few.
30.
There's 30 different players you can choose from, and they all do different shit.
They keep coming out with different stuff. Yeah, there's brackets though. So like there's the assault category, there's the support category, there's the recon category, there's the skirmisher category, and something else. I forget what it is, but it's been a long time I played.
So yeah, I get it, but I just didn't have brain power for that. I'm like, I'm already playing Fortnite. I really don't need Apex. I'm already sitting on a game. You know what I mean? Like I'm playing zombies. I'm already sitting on a game. I'm playing something else. I'm like, I don't need more and more and more crap. And I think you're right. People are going to settle down and just play one game. Right? They're not going to pay for all that stuff. I get it, and I hope that some of these people do turn tail and maybe wake up a little bit. Because, like I said, I mean, I like zombies, I play zombies, but I'm not buying a different or another AAA game just for them to tell me that I have to buy the network thing for my Xbox in order to play. Like, that shit's ridiculous. I'll just play Fortnite.
I agree.
I'll just play Fall Guys. I'll just play Roblox, you know, whatever.
Right. And I don't know about those games, but I will definitely play something.
Well, Fortnite is trying to turn into what Roblox started. Because of the creator stuff, I've even made maps on Fortnite. You know what I mean? We could dip into one next time you play. We made like 3 or 4 different maps, but he wanted to turn them into battle royales, and I'm like, dude, I think prop hunt's funner. I think prop hunt, whatever. They ended up being battle royales, but they can easily be turned over to a prop hunt type game with the way we built with the way we built the map. But yeah, but basically it's just a little. But people are making shit on Fortnite like Roblox. You turn on Roblox and there's a horror category, there's a maze category, there's a prop hunt category, there's a shooter category. You know what I mean? There's all these different things that other creators are making because they've opened their platform up. So I could just go in there and make a map. Whereas COD, I can't just go into COD and use their assets and make a fucking map.
Right.
But on Fortnite, I can load up my computer and be like, you know what? I really want the floor is lava type map, and I can just literally build a map off a floor is lava / prop hunt. You know what I mean? So the hunters have to like the props are immune to the lava or whatever. I can do anything and make a game out of it.
Right.
So yeah, back to this $100 a game.
Jesus,
Yes, I'm
he's still
spending
here.
it. Yeah, I just popped back in. Yes, it is crazy. It is crazy.
Well,
It's absolutely asinine in some aspects.
Yes.
Well, I was just saying, we were just concluding that people, if video games get out of control like that, so like even you're playing on Xbox, right? And you can buy COD, even though you're on Game Pass, I get it, whatever. But you can buy a AAA game, and you still need the network compatible thing in order to play that game. So when you buy GTA 6, GTA 6 is not going to be on Battle Pass, or I'm sorry, on Game Pass. And if you did not have Game Pass, I still have to give Xbox an extra $70 a year in order to play on their network. So not only did I have to pay $100 for the game, I still have to pay $70.
Well, and Sony, hold on though, Sony also
does
has,
that. Yes, that's PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, Sony also has an isolate fucking. You have to spend to play on X networks. You know, like it's.
Yeah, but here's
across the board.
Yeah, but the fucked up thing is if I play a free to play game like Fortnite, I don't have to pay that extra cost. So what he's saying is eventually people are just going to be like, fuck these games. I'm just going to play the free ones. Like Apex.
Eventually, okay, yeah, but eventually they have a timeline. That's a timeline. When you put eventually in front of anything, there's a timeline that they're going to capitalize on.
Yeah.
Okay, like that's business. You know, when a business plan is literally set up to fail, they build the failure into that plan. You know, so and then gaming, Fortnite is a great example. Okay, Fortnite's a great example because Fortnite is a game that is literally how long until they pay for V-Bucks. It is literally that. You can play it. Yeah, Fortnite's a free-to-play game, 100%.
And I do not have to buy the fucking Xbox network thingy in order to play it.
No, you don't.
You're right. They're counting on me eventually buying V-Bucks, which I did.
Exactly. That's the thing, man. Over time, there is inevitably going to be a point in time where there is going to be a mini transaction at some point, because at some point there's going to be something that appeals to that consumer so fucking much that they're like, I gotta have it.
Which is why you don't need a $100 video game.
You can rationalize it any way you need to, man. I fucking my bills
That's
are
exactly
paid.
why you don't need to charge that much per video game.
Because you're already charging for the micros.
You're already charging for microtransactions. No use. Like you know it's going to be enticing enough for somebody to do that. So why overcharge?
Well, and this circles into why they not only brought Verdansk back, but they're also pushing what they're pushing in Warzone and Black Ops. Okay, for the sake of zombies, we'll talk about zombies, but all the gobblegum purchase packs and the purchase packs of just gobblegums, because we have people like us who grind 50. You know, we grind 50 rounds just to do it, because we're there and we feel like fucking wasting an hour or two. You know, and we're capable of doing it, where other people are solely reliant on their gobblegums to get that far, you know?
Right.
Because they're just not as experienced in the gameplay as we are.
Yeah, and we had this conversation earlier, too. They started that with the Liquid Divinium on Black Ops 3, and I think if they just brought back the Liquid Divinium system, it would actually be a better gamble overall.
Well, that, and you have to consider, like, they have to sway to the user of the game. That's why the shit changes constantly. That's why Fortnite has updates. That's why fucking COD has updates. That's why there's new season releases and all of that shit. Fortnite is the poster child for that, though. Like Fortnite's game setup is the poster child for new season releases and shit. You know what I mean?
I only somewhat agree.
Well, dude, I don't think Red Dead didn't do it.
Right.
You know, fucking COD didn't do it. COD didn't start doing it
until Warzone.
Until Warzone. But what was first? Fortnite or Warzone?
Fortnite.
Exactly.
Fortnite for sure.
Exactly. So where do you think that they came up with their?
Well, they're all ripping off of each other.
Exactly. They're all ripping off of each other, and then when one finds something a little bit better, that's a little bit more enticing to the user on the consumer end, they copy it, just like the auto manufacturers, man. They copy it, they apply it to their fucking game generator, and guess what the fuck happens? Now they have another leg up to. Now I bought Seth Rogen because I look like the guy and I love Reefer. All right. Case in point, you know, like,
dude, he looks like you.
You know, case in point, like, dude, there's any lobby that I've jumped into, it's been me.
So does that mean Frothy looks like Silent J, or does that mean Frothy looks like Jay?
Actually, yeah, he does look like Jay a little bit. Yeah,
that's kind of funny.
So I figured out why they did promote those, though, by the way, is because Dogma's re-releasing in June sometime. So
no way.
Yeah, they've got 20.
They're re-releasing a Dogma?
No, yeah, they remastered it. They're putting it back in theaters for their 25th anniversary. So it's going to be coming out in June. But that's why they put Jay and Silent Bob in the game, because they're doing, a prelude marketing.
Why is Seth Rogen in there, dude? Is he going to be in Dogma?
No, what do you mean? Dogma's already a finished movie, dude. It's 25 years old.
I know it's a finished movie, 25 years old, and Jay and Silent Bob are in it.
Yes, they are. But Blunt Man and Chronic are not in that movie.
No, they are not.
So, but all I'm saying is that's why they did it, because they were doing a prelude marketing campaign because Dogma's being re-released.
Well, then why is Seth Rogen being out right now?
I don't know, man.
I need to know that.
Aren't these all
I won't-
popular 90s things?
2000s, thanks, dickhead.
Yeah, I know, right? 2001,
Is it?
motherfucker.
I'm asking, motherfucker. I was born in 99.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
was born in
Fuck.
91. No,
I'm just asking.
No, they are. Yeah, you're right.
You're right. I mean,
Okay, so we're looking at the Black Ops 6
But Bloodman and
storyline
Chronic-
being in the 90s, and that's why they're doing that. Because it fits the
makes sense.
game.
That makes sense.
No, I know. I've heard you make that argument before too.
that makes sense.
I didn't know that even the storyline was based in the 90s. Oh yeah, Iraq. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Cold
Not
War,
Cold-
and then after Cold War, we have now.
Now, yeah,
Which Cold War was, what, the late 70s, 80s?
yeah, something
Late
like
70s, early 80s? Or, well, no,
that.
I guess.
No, the
there was
Cold
like a
War
10
ended. The Cold War ended when the fucking
like-
wall came down. That would be in 84 or 85.
Exactly, right. So then we have almost a decade later where this takes place.
Yeah. This is God. I can't even. Come on, Mr. Military, Mr. Michigan. What the fuck is this war called again? God damn it.
Which one?
The
Well,
Iraq.
technically,
The
it's a war
Iraq
that
war.
doesn't exist.
It's the Iraq war.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess
That's
we
what
were
this
in
war-
The Cold War?
No, the Cold War
No,
was
Black
with the
Ops 6.
Russians. Black Ops 6
Oh,
is
Black Ops 6. Yeah, Black Ops 6 is literally going over
Desert
the issues of
Storm.
Kuwait. Desert Storm, Kuwait.
Kuwait, right?
There's issues. There's in the campaign they covered some shit that happened in the Contras. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a
They
big
also covered
history
some
buff,
shit in
honestly.
I'm a huge history buff. I love history. But yeah,
I mean, I think
they
it's
covered.
important, but I don't love it, you know? Like, it's not
Yeah,
my
I love
passion.
it. Oh, yeah, I love it because it fascinates me. What makes people tick. Okay, I'm about to hop up here.
Yeah, no, I gotta go to bed. I said I had to go to bed a while ago. He's got to land the plane, and
Hey, just real quick, can you guys check my YouTube and see if it's working?